Here we gain +2 creativity and +2 persuasion. I can see the 1. And we can see the 2. Then we go with study life science this time. Good afternoon, my burgeoning biologists and up-and-coming chemists. Professor Hall welcomes you back to your old classroom. This afternoon we will learn what I like to call the wet sciences. He gestures to the holo-project lesson plan. Biology, chemistry, medicine, ecology, and geology. You will learn a little bit of everything, with opportunities for further study in your favorite field. If you're looking for something a little drier, try registering for engineering classes. For today's lesson, Professor Hall tells you we will start with a fun group project. You will be studying the mush tree, a prominent natural resource native to Vertumna. In the ideal conditions, it can grow at a speed of over a meter a day and have a diameter of up to 30 centimeters. He stands on his tiptoes and gestures to illustrate. Your team will experiment to find those ideal conditions. You are teamed up with Tang and Cal and are given a mush tree spore and a bucket to grow it in. The rest is up to you. Tang looks up surveyor's notes on the holonet. Mush trees, she reads, are most abundant south of the colony in the stormy, moist regions of the subaqueous swamp. What if we use water instead of soil? Cal suggests, like they do with hydroponics. Tang nods. If they like wet weather, that might work. Sol, do you have any suggestions? What do we do? What do we do? Make your choices. Get the 3. Sing to it daily. And the 2. Put it under bright grow light. Okay, which decisions had we last time? I'm not sure anymore. Then we go with sing to it daily. Tank protests, saying talking and singing to plants is foolish and unscientific. But Professor Hall reminds you that we don't know everything about Vertumnan plants yet, and nobody has proved it doesn't work on mush trees. He gives you his blessing. You get a +1 empathy. Every day you rush into the classroom to check on its progress. You and Carl sing quietly to it. Tang flatly refuses to join in. By midweek, it has sprouted, and if you look very closely, you think you can actually see it growing while you watch. By the end of the week, yours is one of the biggest mush trees in class. But one other group also tried Carl's water idea, and theirs is the same height as yours. How would they do that without singing? Yay! Yeah, we did something. Yeah. This is kind of the deck building part. It's pretty simple. I think you get it while I show you. Pretty much same numbers. I'll show you what it does. Give a bonus. Also, same numbers. And colors also give a bonus. Numbers. And then counting upwards or downwards also gives bonuses. Stuff like this. This would be our best option to do. We have the goal of reaching 9. We are reaching 13. We also get 1 bonus from the Sun Medallion. And we win. If we win, we kind of get a bonus on our election. Or like the thing we did. Sometimes we have to win the challenge to actually manage to do the task. Yeah, we get a little bonus everywhere. And a bit of friendship with Tangent. Your parents have been working from first dawn to well after dinner every day. We know growing food is an important job and it's vital to get crops in the ground right away. But there seems to be something more than that. It's such a change from growing up on the stratospheric, when you saw them all the time. You stay up and wait for them at night before going to bed. Though you can tell they're exhausted, they make an effort to spend time with you. I'm sorry I haven't seen much of you, little gooseberry. Your dad says your mom watches you as she works a pebble out of a gardening tiller, which also serves as a crutch. How have you been holding up? Now we can tell her what we think about school. Do we like school? Do we think school is boring? Okay. We think school is cool. I'm glad to hear that, your mom says. I want you to study hard. Work hard and stay out of trouble. Your dad smiles. And Professor Hall will give you kudos if you could get good grades. We have 1 kudos. You can spend this at the depot once it's open. You know, says your dad, raising an eyebrow at your mom, I think there are lots of different ways to learn, and school is just one of them. You can learn from working on a hobby or by helping a friend. Your mom shakes her head and sighs. Though you can tell she's trying to put a gentle expression, we both agree that this colony is an experiment, and that means we're going to do things differently than on Earth. You're old enough now to start making your own decisions about your education and future, and if that means you find your own way, we accept it. Your dad puts a hand on your shoulder. We'll be proud of you no matter what you do. Try talking to your friends. They may have ideas how you can spend your time. In combat geoponics, your mom adds, we could use your help. Now we can shovel dirt. Amazing. Early quiet. Mid quiet. We have seasons here. Here we have Anemone. She wants to talk with us. Anemone is bumping a sports ball with her wrists, trying to keep it in the air. Heads up, she shouts and bumps her ball into your direction. Think fast. What do? We can't do a trick, but as before, this is 1, do a trick, 2, bounce it back, 3, look out, a ball is flying toward you. 2, bounce it back. We get the bonus on toughness. Now we have it 1 in this category. You bounce the ball back and forth with her, trying to see how many times you can rally and keep it going. Anyone tells you about the new sports ball court, a proper regulation-sized court, way bigger than the little zero-G one on the stratospheric. Her brother Combe is coaching the junior sports ball team this year. He's so great, she says. He's good at everything, especially spiking. He's coaching me to play awesome like him. You should come join us. Unlocked sports ball in the garrison. There's the emo. Let's talk to him. We can't really do much right now. We need a bravery of 20 to dare him to eat worms. Deuce looked at his feet and pretends not to notice you. Yeah, he doesn't like us right now. There are our parents. And there is Mars. A sharp whistle interrupts your thoughts. Hey, Saul. Mars calls out to you. Come here, I have a job for you. I think we also can check a thing here. We can check on our friends. and find out like what their abilities are, when their birthday is, if they're in a relationship, the likes and the dislikes. Yeah. We walk over to Mars, who's sheltering from the snow under the ship's overhang. It's so gross here, she complains. This spark snow would ruin my good clothes. At least on the ship we had climate control. Ugh. Tammy made me some soy sweets, but there's no way I'm going out there in all the weather. She continues, since you like running around in it, could you fetch them for me? What do we do? Do we help her? Do we get her treats? We have the choice of okay and get them yourself. Get them yourself. We go with okay. Good, Mars claps. She's probably just down the hill near our quarters. Mars sighs. Can't speak this word. She's scared to take more than a few steps from the door. All she wants to do is hide inside and make sweets. There she is. Tammy is staring obliviously at the sky, smiling to herself. She startles as you approach. Oh, hello, Soul, she says, putting her hand to her chest. Do you need something? I'm here for Mars soy sweets. Tammy smiles at you. Oh, it's nice for you to help out Mars. She's a very important person, you know. She hands you a box wrapped in a pink and yellow scarf. One order of mango soy sweets made fresh this morning, she says. Please tell Mars that she can have the scarf back, okay? She used some of her cutters to nanoprint it for me because it's so dusty here, but I think I'm getting used to it now. Tammy smiles again and tucks her hair behind her big elven ears. Mars is so cool, she says fondly. Sometimes she's kind of bossy, but I know she really cares, too. Tap, 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 tap. Mars puts a hand out expectantly. Give it here. Here it is. Or I ate them. What do we choose? I think the choices are on I ate them. Haha. We got the card for that. We got a 1+ and toughness +5 rebellion. You did what? Mars shrieks. Those were mine. Tammy made them for me. She crosses her arms and huffs at you. I knew you wouldn't be good at delivery, she says. That's what I told Administrator Zeke. Mars gestures to the door behind her. I think they're still looking for delivery people. If you want to make it up to me, she says. Tell Zeke I referred you. Just try not to eat your next delivery, nullhead. Command. You can't apply to deliver supplies right now because we don't have the skill. We either need a toughness of 10 or organizing 10. You can view the notice board. Colony food shortfall -100%. Low. Colony security rating evaluating. Upcoming event. We will be hosting our first annual Vetuminalia festival during the second month of dust. Notice, take precautions outside the colony boundaries. Xenofauna have been sighted in the area. Survey teams are investigating. Current council and administration. Blah 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 blah. Alright. Leave. Our parents wanted to talk. Oh, now we can talk to Tammy, I guess. Again. You see Tammy sitting quietly near the entrance to the lounge. You've known her for, well, your whole entire life. Back on the ship, Now we can make a choice again. We either used to play with her, were her study partner, or used to tease her. Two. We got a 2. We're her study partner. Tammy was awful, just awful at Earth history. She thought Europe was the name of an English queen, and the Pacific was a famous ceasefire treaty. Facts go in on one of her huge ears and back out the other. No matter how hard she tried, she never seemed to improve. Her ears perk up hopefully when she sees you. Hello, Soul. I was hoping you could help me with some homework. What do? We can help her? Of course. We can be like, maybe later? I don't know. Or pretend you didn't hear her and keep walking. We want to help her. Of course. Yeah, we kinda lost reasoning here. We kinda got dumber by helping her. But she likes us more now. Oh, thank you! She bounces up and down. You spent a couple hours trying to teach her the difference between exothermic and endothermic reactions. Oh, I wish somebody would do that for me. I have a biophysics exam in a few weeks. One makes heat and one absorbs it. Why is this so hard for her to understand? That's just rude. I forget it all the time, alright? It happens. Thing is, Tammy never loses heart when she fails a test or gets an answer wrong. It's inspiring, even though sometimes you feel like you get dumber after studying with her. That's just how I feel when studying. I need to check something. Okay. Yeah, back to it. Done. We just got a little bit dumber. What happens? Let's talk to our parents. Hello, my little potato, Dad exclaims, smiling warmly. What have you been up to today? What were we up to? Just hanging with my friends? Staying in? It's cold out here? Playing in the fresh air? What did we do? What are we telling him? Three, playing in the fresh air. Yeah, let's go with that. Playing in the fresh air. He breathes deeply and looks slowly around. Betumna is magnificent, isn't it? You're not. Seasons, he shouts, throwing his hand wide. I missed seasons. Back on the Earth it got much colder, and the snow wasn't half as pretty as our spark snow. He sighs. Six. I can't speak this word. Stretching. You just wait until dust season. Both the suns will be high in the sky and it will be real hot then. You will see. You find your mom hard at work setting up the greenhouses with a small construction crew. You have seen the plants pinned to the wall of your family's quarters for years now. These geodesic domes will house the more delicate plants from Earth. Spinach, tomatoes, maybe even fruit. She takes a swig from her canteen as you approach. Looking for something to do? She asks. Remember, Saul, you're responsible for your own schedule now. That will end it. You can decide how to spend your time, so long as it's productive. She points toward the engineering wing in the back half of the stratospheric severed frame. Professor Hall is still expecting you in class, but well-rounded education includes practical application. You're old enough to help with the work around here. We can make a decision again. Oh, we got did we get a donation on coffee? Oh dang, thank you. Thank you for the donation. Ooh, that's the first donation. Thank you for the donation. Thank you. This will help me to have a better mic. 6. But I think the coffee alarm didn't get off. But it happened in the chat, so I saw it. To 6 we get. Can I join expeditions? Oh, you're too young to leave the colony. It's dangerous, she shakes her head. Your father would be worried. There's so much we still don't know about the world outside there. Let the adults find out. Then maybe you can join them in a few years when you're older. She gives you a stern look. She isn't going to budge on this one. For now, stay inside the walls. Oh, we got a raid! I think my alarms aren't working, but welcome in, raiders. Welcome in. You're the first raiders for the stream. Thank you for raiding. This time I think about them. This should be working. I hope the charter works. Yeah, worked. A shout out to Grumpy Caper. Thank you for raiding. What were you streaming? Ah, you're raiding from the Discord. Amazing. Thank you for raiding. I appreciate it a lot. What were you streaming? I was playing Borderlands 2. I never played Borderlands, I think. Was it good? We're playing I Was A Teenage Exocolonist. It's kind of a visual novel, deck building game. It's a pretty good series. Good. Yeah, thank you for raiding. I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, we're playing. Then I think it's a bit of a change of scenes when you get in this stream now. Welcome, raiders. There's a 4th one coming out this year. Seems pretty interesting. Yeah. It's had a very... I Was A Teenage Exocolonist is kind of a very underrated game, but it's so good. It has a nice art style, it has a lot of queer representation. And the storyline is kinda cool too, and kinda darker than the pretty style makes you expect. Yeah, welcome in. You're very welcome to stay. But if you like, I know it's when you stream, that's work. If you have to go, you can go. But if you want to stay, you can stay. Enjoy. Kind of let chat decide which decisions we make. So I let chat like type a number, and whichever decision gets the most. Yeah, I do need to make that dinner. I will be lurking. Thanks for lurking. I appreciate it. Have a good meal. Good. We were making decisions. So we have 6 different options. I will read the thing again. Yes, to sum up, I Was a Teenage Exocolonist is a game where we are coming from Earth. We were in a spaceship. We grew up on the spaceship, and our goal was to start a colony on a different planet. We just arrived on this planet. This is our 2nd week on the planet, and this is our mother we are talking to right now. She wants us to do work and to be working hard generally and do something for the colony or to learn and stuff. And we're talking with her right now. We were asking because the colony has walls and we're inside this walls. And we were asking, hey, what's out there? Can we go out there? And they're saying, nah, let the adults do that. It's nothing dangerous out there, but only let the adults do it. So we got a 5. What's going on in command? I will read the text out again. Oh, you're too young to leave the colony. It's dangerous, she shakes her head. Your father would be worried. There's so much we still don't know about the world out there. Let the adults find out, then maybe you can join them in a few years when you're older. She gives you a stern look. She isn't going to budge on this one. For now, stay inside the walls. Now we got the what's going on in command. I think Zeke said they need someone to deliver supplies from the depot. They're also getting up a shop there. If you got some kudos is the money, to spend. And of course that's where Governor Oidicott works. But you shouldn't bother her. She's a busy woman and she doesn't have your mother's patience with kids. You try not to giggle. Your mom isn't usually known for her patience. So, make your decision. What are we? Answer. Oh yeah, we can... right now we're just asking questions. I think we also can just go through all the questions, I guess. What are you doing in geoponics? He looks down and nudges at a sprout growing between her feet. It's green, the color of Earth plants. We're doing our best, she says, but it hasn't been easy. I hope the potatoes and corn can handle the weather here. She says, glancing up at the sky. I hear it rains like hell in the wet season. She takes a long look at you, up and down. You're growing fast, so, but you're still too young for real farming. Instead, well, there's a lot of soil that needs to be hauled. Seeing your disappointment, she nuts you on the shoulder. Don't pout. I will help build those muscles. We need them now that we're out in the real world, doing real work. Out here, we have to rely on our physical strength. She flexes her biceps. Your mom is really strong. So, we can make another decision. What's happening in engineering? Yeah. Not necessarily a decision, we asked more questions. What's happening in engineering? Holds teaching classes on life science, engineering, and humanities. If you pass all your tests, maybe he will let you work there in a few years. Your father thinks you all the nuts at school is optional. I don't agree, but I'll be honest with you, she says, gesturing to the fields. We do need every pair of hands we can get. If you want to work with me here in geoponics, I would suggest studying life science. If you don't have a good grasp of biology and ecology, I'm going to stick you on shovel duty. What can I do in the quarters? If you need a break, she advises, you can visit the lounge and see your friends. But, she warns, raising a finger, I don't want to see you lounging around all the time. You need to work hard too. What's the garrison? Security Chief Red is organizing a sports ball team. You used to play, didn't you? Back on the ship? It will be different here with the planet's gravity. Of all the duels in the colony, Red and your mom are the most like soldiers you had seen on Holobit. For a moment you think your mom's going to suggest something else, then she shakes her head. You're too young for defense training. So don't worry about that yet. Just enjoy yourself and stay out of trouble. Good. Now we kinda can decide what we want to do, what we want to spend our time with this month. We can either do like our mother told us. We can do shovel dirt. This will give us toughness, a bit friendship with Cal, and a bit kudos. Or we can play ball, I think is the option here. Yeah, we can play sports ball, which gives us bravery and toughness. And friendship with Anemone, that's the redhead here. We can register for engineering classes, we should. Using Conjurance Holonet scheduling system is almost a test on its own. You feel like a hacker navigating the confusing interface, but manage to add your name to the list of drop-in students. There we go, we got the +1 in engineering and the +2 in organizing. So, we can study different things in the engineering. This either gives us biology and reasoning, engineering and reasoning, or creativity and persuasion. Do we have like a favorite what we want to do? We can play ball, we can shovel dirt, or we can go to study. We can go study, shovel, or ball. Study and study. We want to go study. Alright. What do we want to study? Number 3, study humanities. Number 2, study engineering. This would give us persuasion and creativity. This gives us engineering and reasoning. Then we do humanities this time. Welcome, Sol. Professor Hall greets you. I hope you're all warmed up and ready to study the glorious humanities. History, literature, language, media, and philosophy. And yes, if you're lucky, we will have a little ancient earth poetry too. He seems excited about that last bit. And here we go. 3. Here we go. We win. This week you had a few more bouts of déjà vu. Remembering what somebody's about to say or do just before they do it. Sometimes they actually do it, but not always. This morning you were sure Professor Hall was going to trip on the uneven floor in the cafeteria and spill his plate of hash browns. You even told Mars to watch. He didn't though. Professor Hall walked away, his hash browns safe for today. Mars called you liar and a dummy. At night, your dreams are all mixed up with stuff that you know can't be real. You're chased by monsters, the size of buildings, only to be saved by strange people you've never met. You're holding hands with someone you love. You're crying as you help lift a shrouded body in the colony recycler. Shush. Everything seems so familiar. But when you try to recall the faces, when you wake up, they're smeared in your memory like wet paint. But what if those things haven't happened yet? But they will someday. Anytime you try to tell someone, they think you're playing a trick, or that you're sick and need to go to medbay. You eventually decide to stay quiet about your strange dreams. Why? You can make a decision. 1, 2, or 3. 1 is you don't want people to worry. 2 is you just want to be normal. 3 is secret powers are fun. And 2, you just want to be normal. 3, it's Secret powers are fun?